Oh, geez. I remember we had mud wrestling at the grandstand at the old fairgrounds once. It was women. I didn't go. I missed out and I didn't participate.
John Poncher, Dr. Poncher, he was vice president, but he was in charge of publicity. But he was a pediatrician. And he had a sense of humor, and so did Carl. And we had the Chicago Mud Wrestlers. They were big women, and they wrestled in the mud. That was their act. And so Carl sent Poncher. He said, we've got this act, and they have to have a physical before the show. Can you go down and do that? So Poncher, yeah, I can do that. He went down here. He had no clue who it was. He went down there. And he came back, damn you, Carl. And they laughed about that for years. That story went around for years.
Carl Hefner got me to go see the Chicago Knockers mud wrestling. He had us right up front. I saw the Chicago Knockers at 18 years old wrestle.
It was kind of weird. But you got to remember, that was back in the day that like even the pork festival had the greased pigs that the kids tried to catch before the SPCA got a hold of them and convinced them not to do it anymore. So it was wild back then. I mean, there was a lot of crazy stuff going on, and you try it once, and if it works, it works. You always try to do something new, and that's what they did back then.
Oh, they had the one where you went in, met the girl, turned into a gorilla and escaped out of the cage, and everybody went running. It was a sideshow. So I'm sitting there. I had seen it before. I'm sitting there. He comes flying out, and I went, boom! I hit him. He looked back at me. He goes, what the hell, buddy? I'm part of this group. Well, you scared me. So my reaction was, he goes, you were sitting there last time. Well, you hit me. It was funny. But, that was a scary thing. Man, people would just run out of that tent being scared because it got loose. It's just a guy in a costume. It was funny, the freak shows. I remember when they brought the freak shows.
Some of my favorite entertainers at the Porter County Fair have not been the headliners in the grandstand, but they've been free entertainment in the Buggy Wheel Pavilion or, on other sites of the fair. And, like the Hispanic bands, the bandas, I'm always totally in love with those guys. They play so beautifully and they have such a spirit about them. And there's others that have been really entertaining and really high quality entertainment, but they're not somebody that you turn your TV set on and you recognize that name. But they've been wonderful. The free entertainment is in a location on the fairgrounds that you're surrounded by food and other things happening. And so how you're perceiving the action.
My wife played alto sax in the Valparaiso Community University concert band, and so they play at the Veterans recognition night. So I go every year for that, and that was always good. Every now and then, depending on where they were, you could hear the cows singing along with some of the tunes, but and quite out of tune and off key, I might add. But that was what made the fair memorable for me.
When I was in high school, we got tickets. Michelle Branch was coming, and we got tickets to see her. But then she got huge and very famous, and she canceled. So we instead saw the Village People. I think that's the only concert I've ever seen at the grandstand. But we have some friends and I have started the tradition of going to the Demolition Derby every year, either the regular one or the bus one, which is always fun. It's just just dumb fun, and you just watch cars crush each other and get a lot of snacks. But yeah, it's always a good time. Really dusty and muddy, but always a good time.
I hate muddy shoes. I hate the muck. I hate I hate the feeling that my foot's stuck in the mud. I also feel like half my fair times were walking around in mud. Well, and they always threw straw down to try to help the mud. But then you just end up with like a house. Like you made a straw house out of mud on the ground.
I can remember at the old fairgrounds, every year, of course, there would be a downpour. And my dad would finish up milking the cows and then come to the sheep barn area and dig out, troughs like to help get rid of the rainwater that came through.